The first true dawn in months crested the jagged peaks surrounding Phandalin, painting the scarred rooftops in hues of gold and rose. The air, once thick with the sickly green pallor of far realm corruption, now carried the crisp bite of mountain wind, clean, alive, whispering promises of renewal. Valimo, Mist, Ronan, and Tylona crested the final ridge, their boots crunching over frost-kissed earth, the obelisks far behind them in the depths, the elder-brained dragon's colossal corpse a testament to their defiance. Vecna's puppets lay shattered, his grand design in tatters. For now.
Valimo led the way, his twin sword sheathed at his hips, their hilts worn smooth from the fury of the abyss. As they crossed the open threshold into Phandalin, a murmur swelled into a roar. Miners, farmers, children, Phandalin's weary survivors poured into the street, hats raised high, voices cracking with raw gratitude. Valimo, the fighter who broke the beast, they cried, surging forward with rough embraces and tankards of ale. He paused amid the throng, the cheers washing over him like a tide. In that moment his thoughts drifted to distant halls, his father's stern gaze softening at last, the family crest gleaming on a mantle where once doubt lingered. The Order would whisper his name in reverence now, not for their approval, nor his kin's, but because he had forged himself in the fire, proven unyielding. He would linger just long enough to fortify the town, raise sturdy walls and set watchtowers against the wilds before the road called him onward. The visions clawed at his mind's edge, visions of the whispered one himself, no proxy or lie, westward to the heart of the storm. Where next? The question burned brighter than the cheers. Mist walked a step behind, his gray hair stirring in the breeze like strands of woven mist. The land sang to him now clearer than ever, roots pulsing with reclaimed vigor, the earth exhaling relief from its poison slumber. He felt the tribes pull, the ancient groves beyond the dale where elders waited with stories half told. He would return home, weave this saga into their lore. The dragon's fall, the obelisks, the stars' reluctant mercy. But even as joy flickered in his eyes, a deeper sensing stirred this was no ending. The shadows of Beckon lingered in the weave of fate, tendrils coiling unseen. Far from over. With a nod to his companions, Mist slipped toward the wilds, a silent vow to carry the warning on swift winds. Ronan and Tylona brought up the rear, shoulders brushing in unspoken solidarity. This was their father's dream, Phandalin's wave echo caves, hidden wonders now theirs to guard. They would stay, fortify the depths against outsiders' greed, and ensure the arcane echoes never twisted to ruin again. Ronan's tempest hammer rested easy on his belt, thunder's rumble a quiet hum in his blood. Tylona packed shadows curling faintly at his fingertips, wrestled the storm within, Gundren's blade through his parents' hearts, a righteous stroke, he knew it in his bones, yet the void had carved it differently now, a hollow reverb. But Ronan, half-brother, not by blood, but brother by fire, stood unyielding. They wouldn't voice it, not in words. I need you. Ronan to anchor the rage, Tylona to temper the storm. They needed each other, two halves of a fractured legacy. And as the cheers swelled, their gazes met the horizon. Vecna would return. They both sensed it, the lich's hunger to rewrite the weave, unmake their world in whispers of undeath. We'll be ready. Ronan murmured, grip tightening on his hammer. Tylona nodded, shadows flaring briefly. Together. Phandalin enveloped them fully now. Torches flared along the main street. March struck up triumphant wheels on fiddles and drums. Heroes, saviors of the Dale. The crowd lifted them on their shoulders. Ale flowed like rivers, and children wove garlands of ever-bloom from the first thawed flowers. Valimo raised a fist amid the roar, already sketching plans for the walls in his mind. Mist silhouette faded into the tree line with a final wave, while Ronan and Tylona stood firm at the tavern's hard anchors for the reborn town. Laughter echoed into the night, fires blazed against the chill, and for one precious eve, Phandalin stood unbroken. But in the quiet hours as stars wheeled overhead, four paths diverged, yet bound by oath unspoken. The chapter closes, but the saga endures. This is just the beginning. This'll be my world!